to light up my Oklahoma Joe. Hickory wood smoke fills the air, a slow show. Ready for the meat, it's a feast for the crowd. Got my brew in hand, and I'm feeling real proud. Neighbors gather round, cause they know the drill. Smiles spread wide as I lay that meat on the grill. Twilight starts to fall, but the fire's still bright. Just grilling and chilling, everything feels right. Grillin' and chillin' by the riverside, hickory smoke with the evening tide. Tales being told under starry skies, good times rolling but no goodbyes.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Grillin and Chillin. So this week I'm really excited because we're going to be trying something really different. We're going to be smoking some fresh trout fillets. Now, it's a little bigger process in preparing the meat beforehand because it takes about 24 hours to actually brine the meat properly. So, very simple process. All we're going to do is we're going to dab the trout to make sure it's clean and to get any excess moisture off of the meat. We're going to take our brine, which is mostly salt and a little bit of sugar and some other spices. We're going to add that to the bottom of our pan, our brining pan. We're going to lay the fish into the pan, and it is still got the scales on it. That helps keep the meat together. We're going to place that nicely in there, 1, and then 2. And then we're going to sprinkle the rest of our brine over top. It's nice, spread it out. Rub it in. Don't be afraid. Spread it out all over. What the brining is going to do is it's going to help bring out the moisture in the meat. There are other ways of brining. You can also use a liquid brine. I prefer the dry brine. It seems to give a better process, easier process. So last step is we're going to cover it and put it back in the fridge, and we're going to open this up about every 3 to 4 hours and just flip the meat over for about the next 24 hours. We'll be actually cooking and smoking tomorrow. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it do its thing. So the fish has been in the brine for about 24 hours now. I've taken it out and I gently washed it. You can see that the brining process did draw a lot of moisture out of that fish. The next step before we smoke is to completely dry the fish off as best we can. And we're going to let this now sit out in the air for about 30 minutes. What we want to do is we want to make it so that the fish actually gets sticky. It feels almost sticky on the outside, and that will help the smoke adhere to the fish itself. So we'll keep drying that, and we're going to let that sit. So while it's sitting, we're going to go out and light up the smoker. The fish is ready to go onto the smoker. I've got it at a temperature of about 200 and 225 degrees. We're going to put it on the smoker with very little smoke for the first 30 minutes. We just want it to have that slow heat to get it going. And then in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm going to put some pecan wood on the smoker to give it that smoking flavor. So let's put it on. I've added the wood to the smoker, and we've got a nice flow of smoke now. We're going to maintain that temperature of about 200 degrees, and we're going to let it do its thing for about 3.5 hours. Today we're using pecan. It's a sweeter wood, and we're hoping that that flavor will really enhance the meat with the brining process. It should be quite tasty when it's done. Well, the fish is almost ready to come off the smoker, so now it's time to do some chilling. This week we're talking about a black coal stout from the Railway City Brewery, which is located in St. Thomas, Ontario. St. Thomas is a small town just south of London, Ontario. So this beer is your typical stout, but it's got a really nice palate of bittersweet chocolate and an aftertaste of just a hint of coffee. So it's really a nice beer to go with any smoked meal. So next time you're down in that area, check out the Railway City Brewery. Well, the fish is off and we're ready to start eating. Join us next time on Grillin and Chillin.